Snows before bros. Hi dolls, welcome back, and if you are new, hello, my name is Jessie, and today we are going to react to Season 3, Episode 2 of Once Upon a Time, Lost Girl. In comfy pajamas and ready to jump in back to Neverland. And we left with meeting a new character, Peter Pan. It was Peter all along. I called it. I knew it. He was being really sneaky. But Henry's a smart kid, and so I feel like anything that's thrown his way, he's able to quickly get over or get out of. A new journey's gonna ensue. Let's find out, but before we do, don't forget to throw a like up or a dislike if you do or do not like what you see. But comment down below and let me know why. Subscribe if you have not yet. We do fun things here. Ring-a-ling-a-ling the bell to be notified when I upload new videos. And don't forget to check the link down in the description for my Patreon. It is $5 a month. It's $1.25 a week. It has all of my unedited reactions of everything that I do on YouTube in addition to more. So if you can't wait for the weekly YouTube drops, I'm at least a season ahead over there. Go check it out. But without further ado, this is Season 3, Episode 2 of Once Upon a Time, Lost Girl. Shadow? Ooh, is he gonna hide his shadow? Oh, he's cutting his shadow from his own body? No, he's cutting his shadow from himself.
Hide it, but no one can find it. Not even me.
Sword and a stone?
Could have just poofed us up here in an instant.
Poofed us.
Where? Have you any idea what's up here?
You could call me Mom if you want. You've done it before.
Oh.
Stream shade. It's not the thorns you have to worry about, it's the poison they inject you with.
Poison that almost killed Gold?
Indeed. I used a concentrated dose. These stories. What was I like?
Never found a Captain Hook attractive until this show.
All I see is jungle.
Aye.
I feel like Regina's that teenager that's being dragged along on a family vacation that just complains about everything.
So this nature hike was for nothing.
Hook may have led us astray. The dark jungle's the last place you want to set foot.
Regina's right. Henry's out there somewhere.
Yeah, but you can't be weak.
We have to survive if we're going to get him.
Yeah.
Everything your father and I have been
Where's
through,
Henry?
there's one thing we've learned. It is never too late.
What are you showing us that's different? Because we've seen this like 4 times
Open it.
now.
Careful! If you drop me, I'll make sure you have 14 years bad luck.
Take back the kingdom. We'll see about that.
Look at those eyelashes.
Evil Queen.
Yeah!
So who is ready to stand beside me and fight?
Quite the courageous army you're building.
Everyone's like, not me.
No, don't listen to a single word.
You really gonna marry that?
What do you want?
Swear on your father's grave that this kingdom belongs to me.
And if I don't?
She would kill Charming. Just killing an innocent girl.
Loyal subjects.
They're like, we're not loyal.
Stop
We didn't want to fight
denying
with her.
who
Didn't
you
you hear
are.
us? Gosh, it's all the Lost Boys crying. It's so creepy.
You hear that too?
You've got fire. I like fire.
Where's my son?
Henry's still alive, if that's what you're worried about. I always keep my promises. The path to finding Henry is on this parchment. You'll only be able to read that map when you stop denying who you really are.
Whatever that means, then we'll be able to read this thing.
You know what
But
it
how
means.
do we know Pan won't use it to lead us straight into a trap?
Because he doesn't need to.
Pan said it had to be me.
Breaking Pan's rules would be unwise. Sadly, I agree with the pirate. I'm winning you over, I can feel it. Blow up in all our faces.
Well, that's a risk I'm willing to take.
Well, I'm not.
Really?
If I'm the one who's
You
supposed
wanna
to figure
blow
out
up
this
the only
thing, I need
map
to do
to
what Pan
Henry?
said.
We'll stand by your side no matter what.
Even if it means our death. Which you probably will.
You think I'm in this for her crown?
You said it, not me.
Ah!
Okay.
Grumpy.
Okay, I knew.
Snows before bros.
You
He's gonna
again?
make a deal with Rumple.
Didn't I just help you?
It's a trick. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Yes.
A vision of you.
Because how would she get there otherwise?
You did.
Magic can't make someone believe, dearie. It works the other way around. Belief must come from within. Ruling the kingdom ain't all it's cracked up to be. Just ask your dear old brother. Oh, wait. He died. You see my point?
My name is Emma Swan.
Boy.
I'd wager the solution to Pan's riddle is A bit more complicated than that.
I'm now the sheriff of Storybrooke.
That election was a sham. Are we really doing this? The S word.
Savior.
I'm the savior.
It's not gonna work. She doesn't believe it.
Regina! But I can't.
No, Regina!
For once, I agree with the prince. Well, I told you we were getting along.
It'll lead us to him.
I feel like something bad's gonna happen to Regina.
Do you know why you brought me to the island?
I still don't believe this.
I thought you were going to show me the answer. I'm a coward. I'm just like my father. I let him keep Henry, and he allows me to live. The boy needn't be my undoing.
Letting go of the past. That's the first step. What happened to him?
Ooh, I never even thought about his parents.
He may look like a boy. He's a bloody demon.
Dwarf's been giving you a hard time.
Apart from accusing me of being a gold-digging, social-climbing shepherd?
Excalibur.
Excalibur. Sword in the stone.
Only the kingdom's true ruler possesses the strength to free the blade.
Ooh.
I've never ruled anything.
Oh, she did! Convinced her. What if Charming just went ahead and planted that there?
Henry!
What did they do to him? Oh my god. It's
Hi, Emma.
creepy. He's gonna be mad because he's gonna know they use magic.
Where the hell is Henry?
You broke the rules.
Yep.
Cheaters never win.
Regina.
They're laced with dream shade.
David!
You remember what I did to Rufio? Well, it's a far worse fate to you.
Rufio!
You alright?
Have you packed your bags?
No, I got
about your
Excalibur
offer?
now. No, Grubby! I know they're all okay. Did you cut her? Woo!
You sure
Suppression just grabs Snow's heart.
I was lucky my jacket wasn't.
Maybe who you think you are isn't who you really are. What do you mean? Sometimes we think we know ourselves, but we stopped fighting him. Why?
Yeah.
Just a boy. No. Because when I looked at his face, I saw me when I was in the foster system. Just a lost little girl who cried herself to sleep at night because she wanted her parents so bad. What I've always been. An orphan.
Mother-daughter, heart-to-heart moment.
Rumpelstiltskin!
What do you want?
Everyone knows it's in Camelot.
Swords are fake, dearie. Shoddy craftsmanship, too.
I was joking. Did Charming really plant a fake sword? I'm such an idiot. He went to Rumple for the second favor.
Drew blood!
Enough of your ramblings.
No, please.
May owe you a slight apology.
Slight?
Don't get greedy. Take it.
I saw Rumpelstiltskin.
Snow, I can explain. Inside you the entire time, you just needed some help to realize that.
Oh, that's kind of sweet. All right, we get
working. We know where Henry is.
And if I disagree?
Regina. She's starting to get annoying again.
Excellent show of patience.
Is rum your solution to everything?
It certainly doesn't hurt.
I did what Pan asked.
Just who are you, Swan?
Wouldn't you like to know?
That whole interaction was really weird. Very paranoid this episode. Shadow. Won't let him forget.
You don't mind if I call you a lost girl, do you?
Call me what you like, it won't stop me from finding Henry.
You haven't forgiven your parents for abandoning you. He hasn't forgiven you either. By the time you get to him, he'll never want to leave this island. When we're finished, you won't just feel like an orphan. You'll be one.
Why did you lie and say it was nothing? I really thought there was so much left. Okay, that was a very stressful episode. I cannot believe this is the second episode. I have so many questions and I am so excited to start this season. The season has been so good so far. I know it's only 2 episodes, but I love it so far. So here's where I'm at. What the hell is going on with Rumple? We have Hook stopping Charming from touching a thorn that has dream shade, I think he said it was, on it. And he says that's what he used on Rumple, only in like a much, much milder dose. And so if he got pricked by one of the thorns, it would be at it would be so much more concentrated. It would be a lot more painful, he says. And so my guess is that either A, Rumple is feeling the effects of dream shade and maybe it's just like hallucinations and weird things because it's a lot more concentrated, or B, he at the beginning of the episode cut his own shadow away from his body, gave it the dagger, told them to hide it somewhere he couldn't even find it. And this is an effect of not having his shadow. We have Belle, and he thinks that Pan sent her or sent the vision of her, and she's like, no, you did. So again, it's like an effect of something, I guess, is what he's feeling. And he sees Belle, he like manifests Belle, and she tells him that he has to let go. He has to learn to let go, and then he can like kind of move on and get to where he needs to be. And she's kind of talking in regards to the little, it looks like a voodoo doll, the little twig doll thing. And we also find out that the doll came from Rumple's father, and he says, he left me. And she says, if you don't want to make the same mistakes as him, you have to let go. But he doesn't say how he left him. He could have died. He could have walked away because he was a jerk. He could have been, not by his choice. We don't know. So it's interesting that Rumple brought up his father. And I'm assuming because he brought him up, we're going to get more history about his father. And otherwise, they wouldn't have made such a big deal about the doll just for it to be like, oh, it was his dad's. And he's like, upset about it. That doesn't make any sense. There's a lot more there. I can tell there is. And I'm excited to find out what it is. The ending really creeped me out. It was weird how he's like seeing himself. And I thought at first maybe he was seeing the path that he had just recently took, but it looked like the other Rumples were doing different things. It didn't look like it was like history repeating itself kind of thing. So I don't know. I'm curious to see what the heck happens with that, where his shadow went, if it's going to come back, and if it actually hid the dagger well. And now does this mean that he's kind of completely safe? Because they need the dagger in order to kill the Dark One. So if they don't have the dagger, they can't kill Rumple. Woo, my mind was like, where am I entering right now when I was watching? That was crazy. So Pan, the Jersey in me coming up. So Pan tells Emma that he's going to give her a map. And the map is going to lead her to Henry, right? To Henry. Easy peasy. But she has to believe and admit basically who she truly is. And the whole time they're thinking it's that she has to admit that she's the savior, and it's not working. And I'm thinking it's because she clearly doesn't believe it. She's just saying it. But no, Mary Margaret, good old mom, gets her to kind of open up and just go on a spiral of what she's feeling. And she ultimately says, this island makes me feel like an orphan. And then boom, there goes the map. Now, it's interesting, the whole situation between her and the lost boy that she tackles and then kind of grabs and says, where's Henry? And then drops him because she gets startled by looking in his eye. That whole scene had to do with her being like, I looked into his eye and I saw myself, and that's what makes me feel like an orphan. Regina is really ticking me off because, again, I said in the reaction, she's acting like a teenager that's being dragged along on a family vacation that's just complaining about everything. Like, oh, let's go out to dinner. I don't want to go out to dinner. Dinner sucks. Like, oh, let's go for a hike. Nature. Like, it literally just sounds like she's complaining about every single idea and every single thing that these people are doing. So, Regina, if you have something better, then go. You don't have to stay with them. Just stop complaining about everything. It's starting to get really annoying, and I hate how she grabbed the map and she did the little enchantment spell. She is out of her element in this place. As shady as Hook can be, you can see that he looked nervous. So I would be paying a little more attention to what he's saying. And regardless, that wasn't even Hook that said, don't use magic, it's cheating. Emma was like, this is what Pan said. And I think Regina just doesn't take Pan seriously. I'm curious as to why Regina doesn't know much about Pan. I feel like she's pretty knowledgeable about like the other realms and stuff and what's going on there. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like if someone like Hook knew about Pan, I would feel like someone like Regina would know about Pan, and she would know not to mess with him and mess with his games. So it was kind of foolish on her part, I feel, to do that. It totally screwed them. They get ambushed, and you can clearly see that Charming gets sliced by, I think he got sliced by a sword. I was going to say maybe grazed by an arrow. I think it was sliced by a sword, because at the beginning of the fight, Hook says, be careful, their arrows are dipped in dream shade. And so when he gets hit by the sword, it's not so startling, because they're like, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine. But I guess their swords were also dipped in dream shade, because at the very end of the episode, he lifts up his shirt and he's got a slice with all these gross black veins around it, like pulsating. Does not look good. Does not look good. And so clearly he has been affected by the dream shade, and like Hook said, it's going to be really painful. So I don't know what this could mean for him, because they have their hands full on trying to find Henry. So how are they gonna, I mean, maybe Pan could offer them an antidote. Is there an antidote? I mean, Rumple, was it just that Rumple was so far gone by the time they got him to Storybrooke that the only way out of it was to do the whole candle thing? Or I forget if they had mentioned, if you catch it early on, can you fix it or reverse it or do something about it? It's crazy. We had a little conversation about Mary Margaret wanting Emma to call her mom, or saying it's okay to, and Emma kind of being like, this is awkward still. Like, I know I've done it before, but I'm not ready for that step. And I get that. It's a lot, and it's scary, and it's just, she's got to give her some time. And I feel so bad, because like Mary Margaret, all she wants is her daughter. It's all she wants is her daughter. And honestly, all Emma wants is her mother, which is what's really crazy, because they both have each other, but there's just so much that has happened that you can't just imagine, or you can't just expect them to be like, boop, back together and have everything be normal. Like, there's, oh my God, there's a lot of grieving and a lot of exploring and things that they have to go through. She can't just be like, okay, mom, out of nowhere. And it's rough. It is so rough. It's such a hard situation. I like that we got a few more glimpses into the past. I like going into the flashbacks. They're really fun. The whole thing with the sword was really fun. I'm so disappointed in myself that went right over my head. I made a joke. I'm like, oh, like, what if Charming's joking? And it kind of was. But he wasn't trying to trick her to be mean and make her really believe that she had Excalibur. He was trying to help her see that the fight and the strength is within her. It doesn't matter if it's a sword or a legend or whatever it is, which is really, really cute. So I'm just so freaking paranoid. I don't trust anybody. We're in Neverland. I'm like, my guard is up. But I'm loving it. I am loving being in Neverland. Seeing Pan with Henry's clothes freaked me the fuck out too, because I honestly was expecting him to like turn around with no face or something like creepy. And I got the heebie-jeebies, but no, it was just Pan. So where the fuck is Henry? Where's my Henry? What did you guys do to him? I think they're trying to talk him into, obviously they're trying to talk him into wanting to stay in Neverland, but you're not going to be able to do that with Henry. And I love the Rufio reference. I told you in the last, I told y'all in the last reaction that Hook is one of my all-time favorite movies. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. With Robin Williams and Rufio. I loved the Why am I talking so weird? I need to go to bed. I loved the character of Rufio. Rufio! Oh, that movie. I want to watch that movie so bad now. My favorite part, if you all haven't seen it, you need to watch it. It is so good. My favorite part is when they're eating and they're like make-believing. And he's like, if you believe, like the food will be there. And then they imagine all this food and it's a food fight, but it's all like putty. It's weird, but it's so fun. Maybe I'll put that on when I go to sleep right now. That was a great episode. I really liked it. Again, I'm really, really excited to be in Neverland, and I want to see more. I'm scared for Henry, though, and, yeah, I guess we'll just have to see what happens. Everyone, don't forget to throw a like up or a dislike if you do or do not like what you see, but comment down below and let me know why. Subscribe if you have not yet. We do fun things here. Ring-a-ling-a-ling the bell to be notified when I upload new videos, and don't forget to check the link down in the description for my Patreon. So until next time, so long everyone. Try and make someone smile today. You never know when you might need it next. Bye.